Okay, welcome back to the Global Code Guild. We're going to continue on, and this video is going to be about how to use the if function. So we had a spreadsheet we kind of tossed together in the prior video, and it was inventory, and it had a bunch of fields, and I have data filters turned on. I'm going to turn them off for now. Data, and see the little filter, I uncheck it. Data filters have now been turned off. So we're going to go all the way to the right here. Now, the boss wants to know when certain quantities get below a certain base level, he wants to be notified. So he's trying to manage his inventory. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to continue with this little flat file table of data. A flat file is like data in a continuous range. Don't skip columns. Do not skip rows. That creates problems when you try to integrate this data into Microsoft Access later on. Yes, you can migrate data from Excel to Access to do more advanced things and use a query language called SQL. We'll deal with that in the future. So I'm going to put a column here called level. What's this called? Inventory level. Inventory level. Now, that's kind of big. See how it's rolling over that? I'm going to right-click on that, and I'm going to say Format Cells, and then I'm going to go up to the tab Alignment, and then down here there's a checkbox. I'm going to try and zoom in. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it. Wrap Text. That's what you want. So check that off, and then you hit OK. Once again, now see how that wrapped it around? So right-click, Format Cells, Alignment tab, Wrap Text. There you go. You hit OK. So let's assign some base inventory levels based on the quantity. But we might want to put a note in there. Insert comment. I'm going to edit myself here. They always put the name in there. I wish they would do that. I'm just going to edit that out. Inventory levels based upon, I'll just put on quantity. Whoops, did I spell it right? There you go, quantity. So that's called a comment that I inserted, and every time you hover over that, that'll appear, this little red tick mark right there. I'm going to make a comment on my educational style here. To learn things, you're going to have to do things over and over and over again. So repetition is the mother of teaching. So we're going to actually be building things on the fly, and I'm going to have just an ocean of video, and you'll be able to watch these, and something you might have missed in another video, I'll do it again here. That was an example, is insert comment. It was in the prior video, but if you missed it, here it is again. So let's assign some levels, just numerics. Say he wants everything set to 10. He doesn't want anything to fall below 10. So I'm going to copy that, hold the Shift key down, I'm down arrowing, and I'm going to go Control or Command V, depending on what platform you're using. Microsoft Access, or sorry, Microsoft Windows platform uses the Control key, so Control C is to copy, and then for Mac, it's Command C. So you have to get used to which platform you're on. It's not a big deal. Okay, let's do a little if statement here. So let's call this notification. How about levels notification? So once again, it's rolling over into the next cell. I'm going to right-click on this. Let's see if it'll let me do that. Is it here? Depending on the version of cell. No, I'm not sure if it's in the right-click menu. In some versions of Excel, it might be. So if I go up here, I'm going to zoom up here for you. I know it's kind of fuzzy, but right here, there's a little icon, and it says it's a copy format. It's a format painter. So I'm going to click that, And I'm going to click over here now. And I targeted this cell, as my source. And now I'm going to say, well, where do you want to paint that format? You've already set it. So now I click here. See what happens? It made this cell bold. So this cell inherited from this cell everything we did to it. So it got bold, it was grayed out, and everything. Now notice that line didn't copy over because I didn't put it on this cell. So that's easy to fix. We'll go up here. Oh, let's see, where'd that go? All borders. There we go. We're all patched up. Okay, it's if statement time. So here's the format of the if statement. It's going to go equals. Here, let me do this too. Let's really make this easy for you to see, because this can be kind of mind-bending if you're not really up on it. Equals. I always put the keywords to the functions in caps. Equals if, and then there's a parenthesis. I'm going to just type in my function. I'm not going to type it yet. And then there's going to be a comma. So right before that was the condition, what I'm testing, and it's going to evaluate to true or false. And then this will be my true statement, and this will be my false statement. And I close it. So that's how it goes. It goes, if whatever you're testing, well then I'm going to say it's true. And if it's not true, then it'll be false. So let's patch this up now and get this working. Equals if, left parenthesis, equals inventory level. Now I just used the left key to cursor over to that. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a conditional test. Well, let's do the quantity. If the quantity, now here comes a math operator, is less than, I'm going to right arrow over to the inventory level. So if the quantity is less than the inventory level, I'm going to put in a text string. Now here's double quotes. Let me put that in caps so it sticks out like a sore thumb. Order. Then I put a comma, and I'm going to say, well, write the text string, okay. Or tell you what, let's put nothing there. I'll put a double quote. It's called the null string. Make it kind of fancy. So if this quantity was actually, say, 44, so I change this quantity from whatever it was to 44. 44 is greater than this inventory level, so nothing got written. Now say we want to edit that. So what we can do is go up to our little area up here, and we can change it, and I'll just put an OK there. Now what I'm going to do is copy this, and copy this all the way down. Now I'm going to clarify this for you. I'll back up, so be patient. So there we go. So now our inventory levels, let me zoom out here, okay. So based on the value of this, so say the boss wants to change his inventory level to something. Say this 66, say he wants to change this to 25. Okay. And say he wants to change his inventory level to something different, or say the quantity that you have on hand is, say, 50. That's okay. Now let's go back up here. Let's turn on data filters. Let's see what happens. You have to click anywhere in this table, typically somewhere in your column headers. Go up the word data, filter. It's all turned on now. Now watch this. The boss says, okay, we need to order some stuff. Tell me what needs to be ordered. So you come down here and you unselect everything and you select order. So now at that point you know what needs to be ordered. Let's see what needs to be ordered. Okay. We've got some oranges and mangoes and milk. By the cases, unit cost, quantity, value. So there you go. That's using data filters and the if statement. Let's look at that if statement one last time. So when you right-click on a cell, You could cut, copy, paste, paste special, look up, translate. There's all sorts of crazy things you can do here. Format cell, insert page break. Make sure you look through the menus and to get what everything is, so you understand. So in that cell, let me zoom in here. Let's get this nice and big for you. So the syntax for the if statement is equals, then your keyword of if, left parenthesis, and then you have 3 parameters or 3 buckets of things you're dealing with. A parameter is like input. And then it goes, what are you testing for? If it's true, it's going to insert order. Now notice I have that in double quotes because it's a text string. And then there's a comma. Then if it's false, it puts OK in there. So that's how you can actually have your data react to what's in there. Okay, I'm Steve for the Global Code Guild. Keep watching the videos and make sure you sign up for the site, globalcodeguild.com. Thanks for watching.